Hashtag Kylie Jenner shares Racy snap with Timothée Chalamet lookalike after split rumors. When heartbreak hits the Kardashian-Jenner clan, the world doesn't just watch from the sidelines, it dissects every pixel, every caption, every carefully curated Instagram post for clues about what really went down. Kylie Jenner, the beauty mogul and reality television royalty who has spent her entire adult life under the microscopic lens of public scrutiny, just dropped what might be the most telling social media post of her romantic career. The timing couldn't be more eyebrow-raising, coming exactly 1 week after reports surfaced that Timothée Chalamet, the critically acclaimed Wonka actor and Hollywood golden boy, had allegedly pulled the plug on their 2.5-year relationship. But Kylie isn't crying into her designer pillowcases or hiding away from her massive following of 392 million Instagram devotees. Instead, she's doing what the Kardashian-Jenners do best, turning personal pain into public spectacle with a series of sultry photographs that have the internet buzzing louder than a beehive in summer. The caption was deceptively casual, almost throwaway in its simplicity, reading "Q random pics I never posted," but there was absolutely nothing random about what she chose to share with the world. Among the carousel of images showcasing her impossibly toned physique, her signature pout perfected through years of cosmetic expertise, and her ability to make even a bedsheet look like haute couture, one photograph stood out like a neon sign in the desert night. There, sitting beside Kylie in what sources believe was a Parisian restaurant during Fashion Week, was a mystery man who bore such an uncanny resemblance to Timothée Chalamet that fans had to do double takes and triple checks to confirm it wasn't actually him. The young woman who built a billion-dollar cosmetics empire before she could legally rent a car was photographed in a bra and skirt ensemble, defiantly holding up her middle finger to the camera with an expression that screamed confidence mixed with just a hint of "look what you're missing." The lookalike beside her wore a cheeky smile that suggested he was fully aware of the chaos this image would unleash, his tattooed hand positioned thoughtfully under his chin as if pondering the absurdity of the moment. Whether this was a calculated move designed to make her rumored ex-boyfriend squirm with jealousy or simply an innocent throwback from her Fashion Week adventures, the message was unmistakably clear. Kylie Jenner was not going to wallow in sadness or let a breakup dim her carefully crafted shine. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell icon so you never miss the latest celebrity drama and exclusive updates on everything happening in the Kardashian-Jenner universe. Trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next. The other photographs in her Instagram dump were equally provocative in their own right, painting a portrait of a woman determined to control her narrative even as tabloids and gossip columns attempted to write it for her. In two particularly striking images, Kylie posed wrapped only in a bedsheet that seemed to be clinging to her curves through sheer force of will, holding a delicate pink rose up to her nose as if she were the star of a perfume commercial designed to sell desire itself. The artistic quality of these shots, the way the lighting caught the angles of her face and the vulnerable yet powerful energy she projected, spoke volumes about her state of mind. This wasn't a woman drowning in despair over a failed relationship. This was a businesswoman, an influencer, a cultural icon reminding everyone exactly who she was and what she brought to any table, romantic or otherwise. Her comments section exploded within minutes of posting, flooded with fire emojis, supportive messages from fans declaring she was too good for any man anyway, and the inevitable speculation about whether these photos were old memories or fresh content strategically released for maximum impact. The relationship between Kylie and Timothée had always been something of an enigma wrapped in designer clothing and shrouded in carefully managed public appearances. Unlike her previous high-profile romance with rapper Travis Scott, which produced 2 children and played out extensively on reality television and social media, her connection with the Dune star was characterized by an unusual level of privacy for someone whose family literally invented the concept of oversharing for profit. They were first linked in April of 2023, sending shockwaves through both the entertainment and fashion worlds as people struggled to reconcile the pairing of a reality television dynasty princess with an Oscar-nominated serious actor known for choosing indie films and artistic projects over blockbuster paydays. Yet somehow, against all odds and despite the naysayers who predicted their romance would last about as long as a Snapchat story, they managed to keep things going for more than 2 years, attending major events together including the Golden Globes where they were photographed looking genuinely smitten with each other. But cracks in the fairy tale apparently began showing in ways that only those trained in celebrity watching could detect. Timothée's conspicuous absence from Kris Jenner's extravagant James Bond-themed 70th birthday party last week sent the rumor mill into overdrive faster than you could say martini shaken not stirred. The guest list read like a who's who of entertainment royalty, with Adele lending her powerhouse vocals to the celebration, Mariah Carey bringing her legendary diva energy, Justin and Hailey Bieber representing the young married celebrity couple demographic, and even Prince Harry and Meghan Markle making a surprise appearance that set social media ablaze for entirely different reasons. Kylie looked absolutely stunning in a plunging, backless white gown that would have made any red carpet jealous, but the empty space beside her where a significant other might stand spoke volumes louder than any official statement could. Body language experts and relationship analysts who make their living dissecting such moments pointed out that she seemed to be overcompensating with her smile, working extra hard to project an image of carefree happiness that didn't quite reach her eyes in certain unguarded moments captured by party photographers. Sources close to the situation, those ever-present anonymous insiders who somehow always have the inside scoop on celebrity relationships, began speaking to tabloids with information that painted a picture of a romance in serious trouble. One source told the Daily Mail that this pattern of breaking up and getting back together wasn't new territory for the couple, revealing that Kylie was crazy about him and had previously managed to talk Timothée into reconciliation when he'd attempted to end things before. The implication was clear that she held more emotional investment in making the relationship work than he did, a dynamic that relationship experts would recognize as inherently unstable and ultimately unsustainable. Another source provided additional context, explaining that while the couple wasn't completely finished, there was definitely trouble in paradise stemming from the fact that Timothée's filming schedule kept him constantly busy and Kylie felt like she was doing all the heavy lifting to maintain their connection. The phrase "she is putting in the work more than him" resonated with countless women who found themselves in similar situations, loving someone more than they feel loved in return and exhausting themselves trying to keep a relationship alive through sheer determination. The timing of Kylie's Instagram post, coming so soon after her notable solo appearance at her mother's milestone birthday celebration, suggests a woman taking back control of her narrative in the most public way possible. The Kardashian-Jenner family didn't build their empire by being passive victims of circumstance or letting others define their stories. They wrote their own scripts, controlled their own images, and turned personal struggles into profitable content that kept audiences engaged across multiple platforms and revenue streams. Kylie learned from the absolute best in the business, watching her older sisters navigate public breakups, cheating scandals, divorces, and relationship drama while somehow always emerging on top with their brands intact and their bank accounts flourishing. She knows that in the social media age, silence can be interpreted as weakness or shame, while strategic posting demonstrates confidence and control even when your personal life is falling apart behind the scenes. The photograph with the Timothée lookalike, whether intentional or coincidental in its resemblance to her reported ex, serves multiple purposes in the complex game of celebrity image management. On one level, it's a not-so-subtle reminder to Timothée and the world that Kylie Jenner has options, that men who look remarkably like him are perfectly happy to sit beside her at fashionable Parisian restaurants and pose for photos that will be seen by hundreds of millions of people. On another level, it's a power move designed to shift the narrative from "poor Kylie got dumped" to "Kylie is living her best life surrounded by attractive men who appreciate her company." The psychology behind such posts is fascinating when you break it down. By posting random pics I never posted with that specific selection of images, she's simultaneously claiming they're meaningless throwbacks while ensuring they're anything but meaningless in terms of their timing and